Hey, I'm gonna show you another book that I have chosen to be a libro compañero. A libro compañero means a book that is a companion. And the way I put them is that there are books that accompany each other, but also what it really means is that books are companions for children. That's why we make books. That's why we bring books to the world. Um, so that they can be shared to children and they can be companion of those children in many different moments. Sometimes we make books that accompany children as they go to sleep, as they learn how to live in our world, how to go to school, how to cope with emotions. And in that sense, the things that children go through are a big array of situations. Some of them are just as common as learning how to eat without getting dirty by the table or eating with manners, and sometimes it has to do with how do you survive some of the most difficult journeys in life. So what I'm going to show you today is what are the two books that are going to go together after we do the raffle. And once more, I'm going to include a copy of my book Dreamers, and I'm going to include a copy of Two White Rabbits. This book came out in 2015. It's been around for a few years. Not that many, but enough to be very significant, to be of importance. And I think that right now it is a moment for a book like this more than ever. Two White Rabbits is written by Jairo Huitrago and it is illustrated by Rafael Jacten. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that's the best version that I imagine that's how you pronounce their names. Once more, I would love to hear if there is a correct way to pronounce these names because I want to learn it. Two White Rabbits, I'm going to read you a little bit. It starts like this. This is the cover of Two White Rabbits. The dedication reads, "For my dear Adriana and the invisible walkers through the countries." And it looks like this. And these are like dolls made with yarn and materials. It looks like sticks, and they are inside the box. And then on the next page, Two White Rabbits. Jairo Huitrago, pictures by Rafael Jacten, translated by Elisa Amado. When we travel, I count what I see. You see what she sees? Five cows, four hens, and one chucho, as my dad calls them. Do you know what's the one chucho? Here in Mexico, we also call chucho two animals like this. A dog is a chucho. One little boar donkey and 50 birds in the sky. There is a boar donkey and the birds in the sky. There is actually a lot to see in these images. A lot. And I think that you probably also start to recognize what this journey is. When we travel, I count the people who live by the train tracks. There are people, says my dad, who live by the tracks. And if I get tired, I look up and count the clouds. I learn to count to 100. And here you can see where this little girl is counting. Some of them have shapes. They are swamps. They are trees. They are rabbits. And this is such a visual journey, such a storytelling of going somewhere. And arriving to places. And I want to read you. Uh, there is a text at the end of the story by Patricia Aldana, who is the president of the IBBI Foundation. And she writes this: the father and daughter in this book are leaving their home and the world they know and love to go to a different country. Maybe it is because the father cannot find work and a way to support his daughter at home. Maybe because the world they live in has been destroyed by violence, war, and danger. We don't know. What we do know is that millions of people around the world become refugees every year. In North America, close to 100,000 children from Central America make the very dangerous trip to see here to try the trip you see here to try to find safety and a way to survive in the United States. Coyotes, people whom they pay to help, make them to help them make the trip, often betray and abandon them. And when they finally make it to the border, they might be turned back or arrested. Many of the children who come to the United States alone are sitting in American detention centers along the Mexican border, waiting to hear their fate. What do those of us who have safe, comfortable lives owe to people who don't? And this is Two White Rabbits. It's not a new book, and already was talking about things that are happening, that have been happening for a long time. And maybe it's just now that we are getting to know about it. Maybe it is just now that we know the depth of the struggle of people who come to a country like, for instance, the United States, and the depth of their struggle and their suffering too, and as well as the things that they do in order to come to a better life and a better future for them, for their family, and in the case of children, for their lives. Two White Rabbits is a magnificent book, and I am going to put it together with Dreamers, and I'm going to send it to you who wins this this pair of books in a raffle, these two libros compañeros. And the way that you enter the raffle is that you use Twitter or Instagram. And in Twitter or Instagram, you write a post. And I'm asking if you will share what are the things that you are doing, that you have learned, that you are trying, maybe even the things that you don't know, but you are experimenting, anything that you are doing to learn how to create an environment for children and a space where they can feel safe, where they can feel welcome, where they can feel that they are not alone, where they feel supported, where they know that they are part of their community, of your school, of your classroom, of your family, of your nation, of this world. Anything that you are doing to create this space, I would love it if you could share it with us. And just do it either in Twitter or in Instagram and add the hashtag Libros Compañeros. Libros Compañeros mean books that are companion books. And I'm gonna write it down whenever I post this video so that you can just copy and paste it, or you learn how to write it. And I don't know, maybe you also have a different way to say libros compañeros, and if you can teach us that too, if you have a different language that we don't know yet, one that I don't know, I only know English and I know Spanish, maybe in your language you have a different way to say it, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear how you say libros compañeros in your very own way. So with this, I thank you and I hope to hear more from you. Thank you.